Hello, hello, hello. Here we
Hi,
are.
everyone.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Father's Day to those of you who are, I guess it's US only that are Father's Day people.
Yes, ours isn't until September.
September. And I don't know if they do that in Canada. I don't know. But if you do, if you are a Father's Day type person, happy Father's Day. If you are not, then don't worry about it, I guess.
Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Happy playing with yarn day.
Oh,
Every
that's
day,
every day.
every day is playing with yarn day. Yeah, that's what we like.
Oh, I was sitting at my computer and I often crochet or knit at my computer while I'm watching something else, watching YouTube, catching up on videos. And I
Mm-hmm.
looked down, my keys were getting hard to press. I
Uh-oh.
thought, oh, there's probably a little bit of fluff in there or something like that. You would not believe, it's quite disgusting how much lint and fluff was in there. It was amazing. It was coming out like so much so I thought there was a felt underlay that I was pulling up from underneath the keys.
Like cleaning out the lint screen on your dryer, huh?
Yeah.
That's
Hi,
funny.
Karen.
Hello, Miss Karen. Hello, hello.
So
That's
yeah, so
so
now
funny.
my keys work better than they did.
That's
That was
awesome.
incredible.
That's funny. Well, mine is
Yeah.
quite far away, so I shouldn't have that problem. Should not have that problem. Well, I'm so glad that you joined us this morning, Karen. Today will be a short day because we have to leave. I have exactly 45 minutes because we have to
Right.
leave so that Mr. can go have breakfast with his daughter. And
Right.
luckily where they chose is just a couple minutes from where we are.
Oh,
So
that's good.
I know they wanted to go at 8 o'clock. Or yeah, I guess it was 8 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, have fun. See ya. But so I pushed him off for a little bit, right? 9 o'clock? Yeah. Okay. I'm like, okay, we can do that. We can make that happen. We can make that happen. So I
Right.
I have struggled. I have struggled with my my square this week is it is bad. It is bad. And I finally just gave up on the thing. I finished it, but it's awful. It is just awful. And I was just telling Miss Cheryl, it's going in the garbage and I'm going to have to remake it because it's terrible. It is just terrible. And there wasn't a problem with the square. Obviously, the squares are pretty simple to do. And I have no idea why it got off or how it got off because it's just easy. It's just simple. But it's terrible. And I don't know. So it is. So what did we do this week? Oh, it's so bad. I mean, I've already gotten rid of that page. The dots stitch pattern, and it was simple.
Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy. So,
Robin's
okay,
just telling us about her
my
disaster
my
square.
terrible square. So first of all, on row 3, you did the slip 1 knit 4 instead of knit 3 like we did on every other row. I can't tell you
Yes.
how many times I had to pull that one out. Good morning, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Multiple times I had to pull that one out. So finally, I circled it on the pattern so that when I got to that one, I made sure and did 4 instead of 3. And that did help. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
And so that was a mess. And then I got about, I don't know, halfway through the thing. And I'm working away and I'm working away and I'm working away. And then all of a sudden I realized somehow I've got this thing flipped and I've got my right side and wrong side messed up. And so there's a very definite right side and wrong side on this one. And so I've done about 10 rows of that backwards. And so then I had to rip those out. And then I'm trying to figure out what row I'm now on and trying to pick up from where I was. And I couldn't figure out what row I was on. So then I just picked a right side row and started knitting again. And so then that made a big fat mess. Well, you can tell right here, that made a big mess. And
I don't think you picked a bad row. It looks pretty good.
no,
I mean, I know it's wrong, but
it's wrong. And then I did my measurement. I'm like, okay, I got the, I'm done. So now it's time to do my border and cast off. Well, I just did the cast off and didn't do the border. So the whole thing is just a flippin' mess. The whole thing is just a mess.
Hi, Mary.
Hello, Mary. So here's my awful, terrible block. It's awful. It's terrible. It's a nightmare. So I'll be doing the whole thing over. It's terrible.
I could help work with you and find out what row you were on if you just wanted to pull back that top quarter.
Oh,
Count them backwards. Count yours. Then you'll know what row.
no, I won't know what row I'm on.
Okay.
I don't need your help.
Okay.
It's a mess. It's a mess. And even when I was doing the bottom, it feels like it's super tight. And at first I thought, well, I'm using the wrong needles. And I thought, well, I need to use my bigger size needles. But no, because it was already, it's too wide. And if I use the bigger needles, it's going to be wider. And I think it's because the other yarn works up so thin, the other yarn. And in this yarn works up nice and tight. It works up much tighter. And the other couple of panels I've done have worked up much looser. Ugh.
So how much too wide is it?
It's half an inch. Oh, well, gosh, almost a whole inch. But it doesn't matter because I do the board. I don't care. They're all different sizes. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But it's just weird that it worked up so different from all the other ones.
Yeah.
And I'm using the
small.
small.
You've used that yarn before, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because this is
they didn't turn out too big.
Nope. And this is the beginning yarn. Karen says, everybody's telling you Happy Father's Day.
Well, thank you.
So I don't know why it worked up so different than it has on the other ones. But it'll block up fine. It just did not go well.
No.
It did not go well.
And we all have times like that where we just really need to put down our knitting needles and walk away.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I was tired when I was working on it, and I know better. I know better.
I did a whole section of my shawl and realized I read the wrong row, and so it didn't work out. Had to pull all that out and then started to do it again the wrong way.
That sounds like me.
Yes.
I almost, because I did that one other time where I forgot to put the border on it. And I thought, well, I'll just do that crochet border. Because that crochet border actually worked out fine when I did it that one other time. And I was going to do that. And I thought, you know what? I'm not even going to waste any more time on this thing because I'm so disgusted with it. And I'm going to end it. I know I'm going to do the whole thing over again. So I'm not going to waste any more time on this thing. Hello, Miss Janice. Haven't seen you in a long time.
Hi, Janice.
So glad you joined us. So yeah, this week's did not go well. Did not go well. I'm hoping next week's goes much better. The diagonal moss stripe Diagonal moss stripe. That's what we're doing next week.
And the
there-
funny thing about that one is I look just before we came on, I had a look at the picture so that I could grab the right square to show. And I thought, oh, I don't remember any of my squares looking like that. It's actually much nicer in person than that photo shows.
Mhm.
So that's what it will look like.
Well, let me make you big. Oh, that's pretty.
It is. Now it looks.
Wow. No chance mine's going to look like that.
Yeah, it will. And this is the dots one that was for this week.
Oh,
I still don't see the dots really. I don't
much.
call them dots.
Yeah.
I see the areas that are supposed to be the dots, but
yeah. Yeah. It's
yes,
funny
this one's
because
quite pretty.
that one's beautiful.
I like that one. And there were no, from my notes, there were no errors in the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next error is in a few weeks' time.
Okay.
I did find some of the next ones quite caved in, and so I increased the number of stitches just so it wasn't so pulled in, and that's always an option.
Yeah. Well, I think the next time we have a makeup week, I'm going to be redoing this guy.
That one, yeah.
So upset with that silly thing. I was funny because I was showing these to a friend of mine, and she's like, "You must not be liking this because you never show it to me." And I go, "Oh no, they're awful. Every one of them is awful. It's just awful." And I showed her a couple of them, and she goes, "I thought these were different. They all look the same." I go, "Well, that's part of the problem is they all look the same."
A lot of them do look the same. Well, this one can go with your Frankenstein, your Franken blanket. It can be Franken's bride.
Yep. And it will. This will be for the cats. It'll go on top of the hope chest for the cats to lay on. That's been decided long ago. But yes. I got my order in the mail because I'm quickly running out of my yarn for the border, but I had to order some other stuff from Hirschner's, and so I picked up a couple more yarns of the border fabric because I knew exactly which yarn I was using for the border. So I picked up a couple of skeins of the border. I like that. I really like that yarn, and it's a nice weight. It has a nice thickness to it. And I knew I wanted the same yarn in a different colors called Spice. And I knew I needed that for something else. So I grabbed some of the Spice, and I grabbed a couple more skeins of this because it's beautiful. And I think it's called Bonfire. And I knew I would use it for something else.
That was the variegated one, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I know I could totally see using that for another project. It's just so pretty. I just love the colors in it. Very fall looking, and
it is.
Even if it's just a simple design, because the colors are so beautiful, you would want a simple design with that. But that's not going to go far. But I went through and I balled up all of my yarn, and I balled up the yarn from the baby's dress.
Oh yes, how's that one going?
And this is the third ball. And I balled that up too because I knew that was going to be a mess otherwise. It's going. I still got about 4 more inches. This is all that's left of the second skein. I did it's funny because the same day that I did the bingo video, and obviously it's up and posted. So in case you haven't heard, bingo's back. So make sure you go and check that video out and watch the video. I know people are used to just posting the numbers, but you need to watch the video this time because there's going to be a few changes. So make sure you go and watch the bingo video. But I did the bingo video and I did a Finish It Friday video at the same time. And my Finish It Friday video when I looked yesterday, it was still uploading. It's been 3 days because I did them all on Friday. And yesterday it was still uploading. So I don't know what's going on with that one. So I'm fighting with that. So hopefully I'll be able to get that to upload today. But yeah, it's been.
That doesn't seem right. It shouldn't take that long to upload.
No. And I've had that happen before with issues with videos where, thank you, Sue, where I have had to fight with. Yeah, Nightbot's rooting for you. Nightbot's rooting.
Oh, hey, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
I just realized, I mean, I said hello before, but it didn't click who it was.
So,
and I was just thinking the other day, I haven't seen you around much because I'm usually in bed now, but.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one's a nightmare. And it looks like the next one's going to be. Is there more than one page on that one? Oh, yeah. Maybe not. I'll have to go look. Row 8. And then you must start over again at row 1.
Which is that for the diagonal moss?
Mm-hmm.
I was just thinking with your bonbon yarn, have you decided on a border that you're going to use for?
No, I really have not.
I know that with variegated yarns in crochet, moss stitch is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've seen people do a whole blanket in moss stitch.
Yeah.
Which I haven't ever done. It doesn't appeal to me really, but I thought it might look good with the variegated yarn on there as a border.
So now the moss stitch, is that a single double?
No, it's a single chain, like a single skip, and then you go into I can't remember.
I don't remember either. Let me look it up.
But I think it's a more of all single crochets than no doubles or half doubles in there. Excuse me.
Moss stitch crochet.
And it's funny because it doesn't look anything like the moss stitch in knit.
Oh, is that right?
Not to me.
It's very solid look. Oh, no, I don't want to win anything. Just show me what.
Oh, yes, it's a very dense stitch.
Chain 1, skip, single, and then single. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're chaining in where you skipped, and then you're singling where you chain.
Yes.
Yeah. In fact, I think I've got a blanket that I'm supposed to be making that's the stitch.
That would take a long time. That would be equivalent to knitting a blanket, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that would make a nice edge, though, especially since there's so much going on with this one.
Just something to think about.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Now I have to go and look. I have to go look at my Ravelry and see if that's what that stitch is. Because it seems like I had to teach myself what that was. Now, how do I find... Wow, I download so many things. What's the name of that blanket?
Yes, I tend to fall into I like that pattern, bookmark it. I like that pattern, bookmark it. I have as much bookmarked as I'll ever need, and yet I keep looking for more things.
I wonder if I just look up blanket, if it'll show up. Okay.
My son's asked me to make him a blanket.
Nope, that didn't work.
For when he's at the computer or when he's on the lounge or something like that. So he doesn't want it full size. I thought, yay, it's nice. Nice to be asked.
But no.
Now, yes, the pattern, it's the same as the yarn rabbit hole, Sue.
Wow. I have so many things. And okay, how about most recent? Recently added.
I'll be going to Brisbane in a couple of weeks and visiting family, catching up with friends. And I'll take all of the things that I've crocheted and knitted over the last 6 or 8 months to donate, all the blankets and scarves and hats. But the other thing I'm going to do is take a couple of big bags of yarn and donate that as well.
Oh, yeah?
They have other volunteers who, so like for this blanket, this anthology blanket, if I sent them all of the squares, they would join them all together and then donate the blanket.
Oh,
So,
really?
yeah.
That's
So
cool.
some people who don't really knit or crochet big items, they can just crochet a square. They have a certain size that they like them to be.
Yeah.
And then you can send them along and they have they'll crochet them together. So the yarn that I'll donate to them will
I
be
found it.
for them so they don't have to buy yarn to crochet or knit squares together. And then I can justify buying some more yarn.
Linen stitch.
Oh, okay.
And it's just as solid. Because I remember I had to go in and look up the linen stitch and see what that was.
I don't think I've ever used the linen stitch. I'm not a huge crocheter. Like I don't know a lot of different stitches. I just look at something and say, I like that. I'll make that. How do I do it? Yes, that's what I thought, Karen.
Yeah, here we are, the pattern rabbit hole. No kidding. The linen stitch. Oh, look what I made. I love her. Oh, it's the same stitch. The linen stitch and the moss stitch is the same stitch.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah, that blanket is made out of the moss stitch, and it's a very large blanket. And it's supposed to have been a wedding present, and the wedding was last October, and I haven't started it yet. And,
oh, no.
But I've got it designed. I found a basic blanket that I liked, and I had to design the styling of it, and it took me a long time to design it.
How do you mean the styling of it?
Well, I found this pattern, and it was like, here's the blanket, and you're doing it in the linen stitch. And I like, okay, I like this, and I like the way it looks, but I have an idea in my head.
Okay.
And so it's so bizarre and it's so complicated, of course.
That's okay.
And so if and when I ever get it, then I will tell y'all what I did. But until then, I don't want to,
Yes.
So, yeah.
I'm like that with blankets that I've made. Well, I've only really designed 2 and then the shawl, but I'll spend ages designing. Like, I like this pattern. Does it go with this one? So you'll swatch them together and you go, no, this one's too rounded. This one's too square. I'll find, I'll put that one aside because I really like this one, and I'll find something else to go with it. And then it can take as long to design it as it does to actually make it once you've got the design finished.
I probably spent a month designing it, designing how to put it together. And now that I'm looking at the linen stitch, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if I shouldn't use a stitch that isn't as dense. For one thing, it's going to take forever to make. And for the second thing, it's going to be super heavy.
Yes.
I'm almost thinking, I have an idea. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I have an idea. Okay.
You say it like it's a surprise. Oh, me? An
It
idea?
is a surprise. I had somebody come in the shop yesterday, and she was interested in painting classes, but so I'm showing her the yarn, and we're talking about crochet, and she's like, "Oh, I tried once and I couldn't do it," and blah blah blah. And so I was showing her my shawl, and she's like, "Oh, that is just beautiful," and it just kind of made my heart sing.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And we had a guy come in. He had done the CPR class in the morning, and he bought some yarn for his girlfriend.
Oh,
He's like,
nice. He's a keeper.
yeah. He goes, yeah, I was going to pick up just a little something for my girlfriend today when I was out and about. And he goes, so I'll just get her some yarn. I'm like, that's a wonderful idea. Does she?
That's an
I said,
excellent idea.
how does she craft? She goes, oh, she crochets. I'm like, good boy.
Yeah.
So, hello.
She has him trained well.
Yeah. So,
Hi, Dawn.
what was the other thing that I sold yesterday? Oh, I sold a pair of earrings and that. Oh, I'm finally starting to get the earrings up. I'm thinking probably this is what I'm thinking, because the earrings take such a long time to get loaded on the website. Sure. Let me pop it on real quick. Here, I'll do this one. But the earrings take such a long time to load on the website. I'm thinking, because you have to do the thing and a description and upload, and it's quite a process. I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead, because I can pop a picture of the earrings onto the Instagram and Facebook really fast.
Yes.
And as I get the pictures taken, I think I'm going to just pop them on there as well. So, and I'm just going to ask everybody to please go in there and subscribe, whatever it is, like, do whatever it is you do to go on to the Instagram or the Facebook, because it's the same name. It's Bigfoot Yarn, BIGFOOTYARNS, and it's super important you put the S on the end, because there's a lady that's Bigfoot Yarn Company, and she started hers after mine, of course. But if you go Bigfoot Yarns, and it's the same on Facebook or Instagram, and I'm just going to pop those pictures up as I take the picture, and then you'll see the cute earrings, and it'll be super fast. Thank you, Mary. And it's going to be way faster than me getting them loaded onto the website. And then you'll see what's available. And 90%, not more than 90, more, something like 98% of my earrings is the same price. So anything you see is going to be the same price. So yeah. And then that way you'll be able to see them really, really quick. And then, because again, and always, almost all of the earrings, I have very, very few of them do I have more than one pair. So you see something you like, get it, because it's going to be gone. And I'm still doing they're $10, and it's still, if you buy 4 pairs, 4 for $30. You cannot beat that deal. And it costs us for shipping. It's like $4.50, and it's as much to ship 4 pairs as it is one. So, you're saving a ton if you buy more than one. So they just weigh so little. But yeah, it's super, super cheap to ship those earrings. It's like $4.50 or $5 when you're doing, unless you buy, there's like once in a while you get a pair that's kind of heavy. Oh my gosh. I've got these one pair, and I haven't run into them since I've been taking the pictures. But they're, because this is the year that the cicadas are like, they're massively blooming, and plant people are really into them. So I thought, okay, they're buying cicada jewelry. And I ordered these cicada earrings, and they're really heavy. I don't know how anybody could wear these things. Well, so I'm marketing them as plant jewelry, which is a thing. And
Really?
so you hang them on the side of the pot, or you hang them on
Oh, yes.
the leaves of the plant. And they're really cool looking like that. But in my opinion, they're way too heavy to wear as earrings. I've seen people hang them on a shawl, like a shawl pin, because the hangy thing is this long. It's
Right.
really big, but I can't imagine how anybody could wear them as earrings. But they were sold as earrings, and they're just way too heavy. But those might weigh out a little heavier to be shipped. But they're really pretty. They're really pretty. But those are more as plant jewelry, and like to hang on the side of a pot. Absolutely. I got to dig those out. I got to find them. I think they're in with my overflow earrings. But Morgan loved them. She loves that kind of stuff. She's all about the bugs, but she loved them. Yeah, I can't either. Unless they're super lightweight. And I do have some, like those butterflies. I've got the butterflies, and they don't weigh anything. And those wooden ones that are made out of like the balsa wood that don't weigh anything. And at first I was like hesitant to wear them, because I'm like, oh, I can't wear big earrings. But I pull my hair back and I put them on. I'm like, you just get used to them. And I cannot believe, when I was at that plant show, I had these earrings that they're probably this big, and they were daisies. And I had this lady, and she picked up 2 or 3 pairs. She's like, do you have anything bigger than this? And I'm like, no. She's like, oh, okay. And she bought them, but she wanted, I don't know what she was going for, but you've seen those ones, they're made out of the leather, and because they're basically always the same size, and they're about 2.5, 3 inches. And she was looking for bigger ones.
Wow.
Like, oh,
that would be sitting on my shoulders if it was any bigger.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I've got everything from probably 1/4 of an inch. I've got some little Sasquatch ones that are 1/4 of an inch, up to those what I call teardrop size, because they're always the same size, and they're about 3 inches. So I've got everything, all the different sizes. So I got some.
I don't wear earrings anymore.
I
My
love.
house closed up years ago.
Oh, and see, I can, most of the time I can switch them out to clip-on.
Right.
I've done that for a lot of folks. And you know what's funny? Amber always has me put them on what are they called? Oh, dang it. I was thinking about that this morning. The lever backs.
Oh,
and
yes.
then if she needs a stitch marker, she takes out her earring and uses that as a stitch marker. And I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. Because I was thinking about how I have to write up my description, because my ear wires they're either stainless or sterling, unless they're lever back. Then I have no idea what they're made out of, because it doesn't tell me on the package.
Oh.
So, yep. Isn't that hilarious? But yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to just start posting the pictures on the Insta and the Facebook, because then it's super easy. And I can literally put one a day up and see a new earring every day. And then if they're sold, it's super easy to take it down.
So how would you buy it? Like, you see something on Instagram, you like it. How do you buy it?
You could go through what's it called, you guys? Well, I suppose PayPal, or what's the other one?
Venmo.
You could go through Venmo, because Venmo doesn't charge fees. PayPal charges fees, but Venmo doesn't charge any fees. And with that price, it's already, there's so many fees already. But yeah, with Venmo, there's no fees.
So you can do that from Instagram. I'm just wondering if so say I see a pair of dog earrings that I want to buy on Instagram. Do I have to go to your website to
I
purchase
think
them?
no. I think on Instagram you can let me know. Just let me know, and then
Right.
yeah. And there's a way to set it up. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to find that out. There's a way to set it up. We'll find
Because if
out.
you're not going to put them on your website, then
I am going to put them on the website. It just takes longer.
yes.
Just
So
takes
you'll
longer.
get those people who see it on Instagram and want it instantly.
Instantly, yeah.
And then it's not on the website yet.
Yeah, and then I just won't ever put them up on the website.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I know there's because people sell stuff through the Facebook page all the time.
Yes.
And okay, thank you, Dawn. And it's like there's ways to figure all this stuff out, and I can only figure out one thing at a time.
Yeah, there's not enough hours in the day to figure
Oh,
out everything you need to know. Yes, multi-purpose earrings for Amber. I sent Amber some stitch markers once a year or two ago, and she tried to wear them as earrings, but her holes had closed up. But I thought they probably would have been a bit heavy for earrings.
Oh my goodness, that's phenomenal, Dawn. Let me show this. So she did Dawn did a high-low. Let me make me big. She did a temperature blanket in the linen stitch or moss stitch, same thing. And one side is the high temperature and one side is the low temperature.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So that blanket that I would do would be very exactly like that, super solid like that. Now,
that's great, Dawn.
That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I usually can't look at split colors like that when one half is the other way, but that one,
because that reminds me of that cat blanket.
No, it's much better than the cat blanket for my eyes. It doesn't make my brain sort of not know where to focus.
Yeah, because to me,
it's probably the colors.
Exact same process as that cat blanket, and that doesn't bother you, huh?
I think it's the colors more than the design.
Okay. That's gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. Wow, and the curve is the time of the sun. So when the sun went down, good Lord.
Wow.
So that's.
And did you design that, Dawn, or was that following someone else's instructions? Either way, whoever designed it, it's
stunning. What a great idea. Really nice work. And then all different blues. Oh, super nice. Okay. That is gorgeous. Oh, Cheryl, I just got that PDF that we were trying to get to work the other day.
Oh, good. I was going to ask about that one.
Yep. It just this minute came through.
That's lovely. Dawn, I was saying earlier that my son has asked for a blanket, and I asked him what colors he wanted, and he said blues. So I saw that, and I thought, I'd like to make that.
That is gorgeous.
With the details that you sent to Robin, does it say who the pattern designer was? Like, can I get a copy of the pattern anywhere? And what I might do is look at the temperatures for the year he was born and do them.
A lot of people do that.
Yeah, well, he'll be 21 this year, so I think it'd make it a special blanket for him.
Yep. Yep, that'll make it really special. I've got these stands that I used to use for my earrings before. Oh, and I can show you. So these stands that I used to use my earrings before I got my great big racks.
Yes.
And so I put one together yesterday of, I called it just a quick summer collection. And so this is just a few of what I called fun summer earrings. So I got the
I like that.
food ones, and then just kind of 4th of July type things, and then some gosh, it's hard to see.
I like the silhouette one down the bottom with the second bottom row. I can't quite see what it is, but it looks pretty.
Oh, is that the blue Sasquatch one?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's Bigfoot.
I can see that now. He was a bit far away before.
Yep, that's Bigfoot. And then there's a sort of a camping one and a guitar and drinking and taking pictures. And then just some little animal ones. So I thought I set that on a table at the shop. I thought that would be fun.
Yes.
And then I just took tons of pictures of individual ones. Oh, there's the bathtub one. Taking pictures of the bathtub. I got one pair of the bathtub ones left. Because when I found those, I thought, oh, I will, and the toast. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. The peanut butter and jelly toast ones. Isn't that so fun? I love the fun ones. And the ice cream cone is super cute. And it's got sprinkles on top. Super cute one. And now I have to take all of these pictures and edit them. And, oh, this one is cute too. The lobster, a little lobster. You know, summertime, you have the lobster boils outside.
Yeah.
And the ice cream popsicle kind of thing. I've got those in a couple of colors. Just super fun. Novelty ones. This one was really hard to take a picture of because the rhinestones, of course, sparkle, but I could not pick the sparkle up at all in the photo. Not at all.
Then sometimes if you do, it flares out the rest of the picture.
Yeah, and the same with the USA one. All the little rhinestones sparkle. Could not get a good picture of them. But I figure most people know that rhinestones sparkle.
Yes.
So, and then I have all the flower ones. So I have these flowers, and they're called birth flower. And so for every month, there's a birth flower. Just like you got a birth stone.
Mine's carnation.
What month is it?
January. Carnation.
Oh, January. Let's see. I started at the January, February. Oh, this in my thing, it was Snowdrop.
Okay.
It was that one.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's very pretty. So for every month, I've got a different birth flower, and they're very delicate, like a line drawing. Really, really pretty.
That's pretty.
This was mine, the daffodil, March. And
it's time to
yeah.
go.
So I had a hard time getting pictures of those before. And so I've got a flower for each month, a pair of earrings with a flower for each month. And they're super pretty. And those are included in the $10 grouping. So, okay, guys, we got to go take him to have his thing, his Father's Day thing. And we'll see you guys tonight at 6:00. Same time, same bat channel. Not same time, same place, same channel.
Same time as last Sunday.
Same time as last week. 6:00 tonight with Miss Cheryl.
Okay.
See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.